Yes, sir. We back. We back. We live on the rainy Sunday. I don't know what it's doing out there where you at, but over here we facing boatloads of rain. But that don't stop the live. You see the title, today's live, what you believe. We got to speak on it. What you believe. 10 toes down in your beliefs. Smash that like button as you come in. It ain't nothing. RK, mad wet outside. That's right. Perfect day for a live because I can't get my workout in. I wish I could, but it's raining hard. I don't want to get too wet and sick, so I'm going to have to do those inside push-ups today. But we got this live today. What you believe. You know, we had to bring this live in because the last live I put up saying, don't wait for Jesus, he ain't coming, it's ruffled some feathers. Mars Mathematics, where'd it be? Where'd it be? The fam is in here. G-check anybody that get out of line. Chaxium is in here. Yeah, Chaxium been G-checking these fools. He G-checking them. He been G-checking them. I done seen the comments. He dropping comments they can't respond to. They too deep, flying over heads. But like I said, today we talking about what you believe, because we don't want, on this channel here, I want to be able to talk about anything. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what builds warriors. It's not just about fighting. It's mind and spirit. What you believe in. That matters. So you're free to exercise your beliefs here. And no one's going to hate on you or attack you. They may want to debate your beliefs because beliefs are debatable. Now, we all say we're going to stand 10 toes down on my belief. I'm standing 10 toes down. But that's not the correct method when coming to beliefs. What you stand 10 toes down on is your willingness to either remove a belief or upgrade it. What do I mean by that? Me, in the black community, we're fed God. We're fed Christianity. We're fed the whole Jesus mantra. So that's not what we were believed. That's what we were programmed to believe in. See, if that was what we, if it was what we believed, we would have been given a choice. What you want? Buddhism, Islam, Christianity. But no, that did not happen. You were fed your beliefs. Force-fed at that. Force-fed. Smash that like button. You was force-fed your beliefs. Now you grow up with these force-fed beliefs and you want to try to defend them and stand on them. And you get all bent out of shape if we make some fun about it. Because I did say I would left hook Jesus. Why did I say I would left hook Jesus? I'm talking about the picture of the white man Jesus. Even if his Jesus is real, he's not looking like no white man. I'm talking about that white man, the picture of a man, he can be left hooked. But the energy of Jesus, of course it can't be left hooked. You know, and if you truly believe in that, you wouldn't let my words matter to you. See, that's another thing. If my words make you feel some sort of way, then that means you probably don't believe fully in what you believe in. You know what I'm saying? It's like being in a place where there's a lot of gay men and one dude is freaking out like, I can't take it. All of these gay men, I can't take it. I'm willing to fight one of these gay. It's probably because he's gay. Those gay men somehow on the inside rub the nerve and he's upset. Because if you know you like vagina, you could stand around 100 gay men. It ain't going to change you. You're not going to feel disrespected. That's not something you agree in. But you ain't going to feel disrespected because that's their thing, not your thing. So that's the same thing with your beliefs. I believe I can fight. I've had many of people jump on my live, jump on my videos, say I'm a fraud, say I can't fight, I can't do this. How are they supposed to touch me? See, this is what I'm trying to tell you. We warriors here. You got to build up your warrior shell. What you eat don't make me shit. See, your beliefs and how you feeling really don't matter to me. I'm just asking you to share them. And no, there is no hate here. This is a debate. This is what good old-fashioned debate is all about. If you get emotional, you lose the debate. That's the rules of the debate. So if you get emotional and you can't express yourself, like all of these people that say they believe that Jesus is coming, they did all of this talking and nobody's debated the facts. When is he coming? What time of day is he coming? Where will he appear? Can we buy tickets? Is it VIP? Is there champagne in the VIP room? We got questions. And I just want my questions answered. That's all. If he coming, where's he at? They say he was coming in the 2000s. Nothing happened. We didn't see nothing. So I'm just asking you to debate your point. But most people can't debate their beliefs because their beliefs were given to them. You were programmed. You didn't choose these beliefs. A lot of these so-called Christians are racist. So what about that? Are you waiting for God in your little racist house? While you here on earth treat another man like doo-doo? Salute. Salute. Are you here in your racist house treating other people like doo-doo while you Bible thumping? I bet you are. I bet you are. See, your beliefs should be able to change. Like if someone can prove to me that Jesus coming, maybe my beliefs will change. See, but my beliefs align more with the Zen way, Buddhism, the science of life, cause and effect. See, I believe in cause and effect. I believe you get the effect from the causes you set. Not that God just gives them to you. Like God is out to punish you. Do you hear these people? God is coming to get you. God is going to get you with fire. What type of God is that? That's a petty label God. Any God that will come for his children is not a God. And this is what they're spewing. These are the beliefs. And you can tell these are beliefs that were given to them, programmed in their mind. These are not beliefs they chose. Derek Mileno, no problem. Salute. Welcome to the building. These are not beliefs that they chose. That's why they sound foolish defending them. Because most of your beliefs you ain't got to defend. Debating ain't defending. You're showing us, you're giving us factual information about your belief on what you stand on. I used to believe in Santa Claus. But then I got older and my beliefs had to change because I noticed we were living in the projects. We had no chimneys, so there was no way he was sliding his fat butt down our chimneys. We didn't have a chimney in the project. He had to come up on the elevator, the pissy elevator. That's right. He either had to step around piss. He may have been bumped into some of the drug dealers in the lobby. They may have robbed Santa Claus before he got to your house. See how that works? But all of us, we all believed in Santa Claus. If you were here in America, we all believed in Santa Claus. We were all fed the Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny. We were all fed those lies by competent people at that. They mystified the Buddha now? Oh, man. Buddha is the science of life, man. They can't mess with Buddhism. See, your belief should be something you find out yourself. You figure out on your own path. Then you can stand behind your beliefs. When your beliefs were force-fed to you, how can you stand on them? We can no longer stand on the Easter Bunny. Yes, Chaxium, change of beliefs for the better individual is the same as the ability to adapt to any situation. Buddha literally said don't worship him. That's right. Because it's a science. See, but this is the idiocy of humans, of us in our human travels. This is what we can do. Bruce Lee said, don't make JKD a style. Guess what everybody did? They made it a style. He also said, you are your own God. Facts. This is people don't understand. I get a lot of my teachings from Buddhism. Cause I went to military school when I was in Philadelphia, or boarding school that is a military ground, military breeding ground called Girard College. We were fed Christianity. They want you to have that. We were fed it. Chapel every Wednesday. Up in there. They programming us, putting it in our head. They didn't ask us if we wanted to believe in that. No one asked us. Because they said you're children. So children don't even get a vote. We gotta be brainwashed and then try to figure this ish out as adults. Derek Melinda, facts. It is a lifestyle. It's a science of life. Buddhism aligns with the teachings of nature and the universe. That's what makes Buddhism the science of life. Cause and effect. See, in Buddhism, we say you can smoke weed, you can smoke crack cocaine in Buddhism. You can shoot dope into your arms. Why? Because Buddhism says cause and effect. You will get an effect from your cause, and that's on you. And since you're doing it, you know it's on you. You can't look and blame somebody in the sky. Western Sea. NC rocking with your boy. So you can't blame anybody in the sky. That's the problem with the Christianity. They get the finger point. It was God. It was devil. It was the devil that did that. You know how we got kicked out of the paradise? Because the devil made the serpent talk to the woman and the woman got us kicked out. What type of blameology is that? That's some of the weakest male-ish I've ever heard. Oh, Beverly Rose is up in here. Is gaslighting the same as brainwashing? I would say so. I would say it not exactly the same, but definitely on the same lines. Gaslighting may be a lighter form of brainwashing. It's definitely a lighter form, but it's in the same. They from the same family. It's like the hare and the rabbit that the dude got mad at me. He said, like, a hare is different from a rabbit. So your picture is wrong. But a hare and a rabbit's in the same family. Put a hare next to a rabbit, and could you tell the difference? They're the same family. So I would say that, Miss Rose, that gaslighting and brainwashing, they from the same family tree. Gaslighting is just a lower form, a lighter form of it. But brainwashing has happened. That's why we were taught you know I got you, Bev Rose. Your brother got you. Anybody messing with Bev Rose, they're going to have to deal with their hands of Light Burley. Because she rolling with the general. She rolling with good peoples. And she kick real facts. We need more black women like Bev Rose. See, that's what's happening in our community. Our black women, they've been programmed to shit. We've been programmed to shit too. But the black woman brings culture to our environment, to our world. She is the bringer of culture. She is the holder of culture. So when she's not right, a lot of things are messed up. Yeah, I couldn't believe it either. Christ blunt doesn't roll off the tongue as easy as Buddha blunt. Nah. Christ blunt, yeah, it doesn't. It ain't got that kick like Buddha blunt. No, it don't. It ain't got that kick like Buddha blunt. Straight like that. See, we gotta be careful of how we are brainwashed. To teach yourself martial arts, you're brainwashing yourself. You're telling yourself that when someone challenges you, you respond with violence over just running away. So that's the same thing. The so-called unique individual taste is also an individual element weakness to adapt and change their belief. Jackson, you up in here killing them. They ain't ready for you, kid. Like I said, I seen what you was doing to them on that other video. But as we can see, they were coming with more feelings than facts. Math, Mars Mathematics said Jesus also said, "Ye are all gods, children of the Most High God." Physics, but they don't want to hear that because they've been programmed to believe that they're a piece of dirt, and that's what they believe in their life. They believe they're dirt. They're nothing. They're not equal, or they're not equal, or they're not good enough to align themselves with the God energy. You're a piece of dirt. How could you call yourself a God? That's what they're saying. Thoughts on Islam? I don't want to get to Islam. Yeah, well, it's pretty much. I feel the same way. Islam is it's a program. You know, the underline where religions go left is when blood has been shed. Because once again, pretty much what you're telling me is if I don't accept your religion, I need to die. That's when your religion goes left. How can it be a thing of God when it has the essence of killing it? Buddhism hasn't had that history. Not the real sect now. There's been spin-off of Buddhism's different sects that went crazy. But the original doesn't have that. It says cause and effect. Buddhists go out of their way not to kill things because they believe everything is a living entity and deserves life. Most religions don't believe that. Christianity say follow us or die. Islam says follow us or die. Or they ain't following, we're going to send a dude up in there strapped with a bomb. He going to blow you up. And when he get to heaven, he get 21 virgins. Why? You got to wait to get your 21 virgins after you blow yourselves up. And then another thing, you don't really see the old dudes blowing themselves up. They always gaslight the young dudes to strap a bomb to their chest and blow themselves up. While the old dudes, they got their 21 virgins right now. They go back to their little harem. They got 21 virgins. Then they go gas up some little 20-year-old dude, tell him, put this bomb on your chest. You'll get your 21 virgins when you get to heaven. Type of nonsense is that? See, it should be real easy to see through these religions, but you don't because you've been brainwashed. You've been led astray. Run amok. I follow the Eightfold Path personally.
Peace and blessings. Is it okay if I listen in?
No, yeah. It's just I'm just on the live. That's all. Just ranting on the live. It's just that spooky. Facts. Well, that's why they were jumping on my live. They were real upset, because I said I would left hook Jesus, and he don't look like he can take it. He don't like it to the belly. They got all mad, as if they met Jesus and they know him personally. See, this is the problem with the brainwash. Like I said, this is why you've been brainwashed. You wasn't given the choice of your religion. It was given to you. And now you stand on it as if it was yours. You used to be a Muslim. What happened? What got you out of it, Bev? What brought you out of it? Was it the suicide bombers? Was it all of the martyrs? No religion should teach you to kill. That's why you need spirituality over religion. Religion is linked to the dogmas, is linked to our politics. The Arabs don't treat us the same. No, they don't. No, they don't. Here in New York, they own the stores. All the bodegas. They got them locked down. And they ain't sharing. Nor do you can go in there and see them hire black people. They hire the Mexicans, but they ain't hiring black people. Rakim Raz, religions cause wars. Facts. because they want you to believe what they believe. It felt like fancy Christianity. Wow, that's kind of true. A part of uh, 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 um, the Quran, they said, was built as a way to kind of go against some of the teachers in the Bible. Like they didn't believe in everything the Bible was saying. So you kind of hit it right on the head. It is a dressed up Christianity. The Rastafarians don't believe in an imaginary friend, spooky ghost god in space watching every move. Yeah, then God is a stalker. If he watching everything I do, he's a stalker. What about when I'm taking the shit? Is he watching? Wouldn't that make him? Wouldn't that make him a stalker? No, God in the sky is you. You see all you do. That's why God knows all that you do, because you are God. You know what you do. Religion is anti-know thyself. Facts. Facts. Because you're studying everything about the religion, but less about yourself.
Like, how do I sign up for your fighting class?
Um,
Do you teach women?
yes,
Or?
of course.
Okay. I'm sorry.
No problem. Hold on one second, y'all. You could take my number, or
Yeah.
yeah.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Let me get my phone right.
It's the day of judgment, just the gas. Facts. Facts.
Okay, I'm ready.
1917 488 4216.
Okay.
Yeah, just text me now because my phone is dead, so
Oh,
I
okay.
know. All right.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Definitely, we'll talk
Okay.
and set it up.
Assalamualaikum.
Like salam. Is the day of judgment just the gaslighting? Yes, yes. Who can call that day? Like, who would? How would you know that day? See, that's the gaslight right there. It's like, how could you? What day? The 5th of January, 2026. Like, what's the day? And who came with the day? Like, how did he figure it out? Did he use math, or was he spoken to by the Most High? And came to him, whispered in his ear, and told him the day. Only him. Only he gets the chance to know when he's coming. Or did he tell a group of people? Or was it a group text? See the nonsense? It's just like I said, it's just the same way as we believed in Santa Claus, and then we figured out there was no chimneys in the projects. So how did Santa Claus get into your house? That would make Santa Claus a burglar. Mess around and get shot in the projects. Religion is a child's step into spirituality. Okay, I can take that. You can make that jump. You said, damn, Santa is a stalker too. You can make that jump. Yes. You know, look at Malcolm X. Before he was Malcolm X, he was Detroit Red. No one said you can't go wrong to go right. It's possible. It's very possible. You can go wrong and still hit right. It said Palms 82.6 been told me that The Line is best Black history book on planet Earth. He said you thought you seen Santa. Well, if you was in the project, it wasn't Santa. Probably your mother. You know, Mama had the fortitude to dress up like Santa Claus and bring us these fake ideals and back them up so we can believe them. He said there are a few groups who don't believe in space, ghost god, Buddhism, 5% Nation of Islam, and Rastafari. Wow. Well, because it's our thing. Like I always said about God, if God is the all, if he is the all one, if he's the one, if aliens came to this planet, would they bow to God? Would they bow to Jesus? I don't think so. I don't think they would. I don't think the aliens would come down here and Bible thump. I think that's uniquely our thing. So then that wouldn't make him the universal thing that he's supposed to be. But the universe being God, even if an alien came down to Earth, he would have to respect the universe. He's traveling through it. That is universal. See, the universe is universal. So that would make the universe God. I say that because the Bible says when you're a man, you put down childish things. Believe is a childish thing. Men deal in logic. Jake's guitar. Facts. Facts. Jackson, then the aliens would bring their own religion. Fact. Yes. The eight-armed alien is coming with his own religion. He's not coming with Jesus. He don't know nothing about when Jesus walked or when they nailed him to the cross. He wouldn't even know that story. West NC, it's been said that aliens are fallen angels. Hmm. The next question would be, where did they fall from? And why did they fall? Because they fallen angels, they could be the criminals. They could be the angels that was up there robbing shit, selling drugs. Now they're going to fall on Earth and mess up Earth too. Aliens are a speculation from white folks to forget we are rulers in here. Mars Mathematics said, would you spar an 8-armed alien? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know the knowledge you can get from that? I just sparred the dude. He had his arm reach made him. I thought he was an alien. He was throwing javelin jabs at me. I couldn't believe it. I didn't believe no man arm was that long. So yeah, I do the 8-armed alien. I'm with learning. Third G Theater said, until you realize oneness, you are the alien. Okay, break that down. What do you mean? Get deep on that. Jake Zatar said, fight guru, bro. Break that down. Until you realize oneness, you are the alien. What are you saying? Beverly Rose, facts, arrogance. Yep. That's at the top of it. Melina Poppin, peace, salute. Thank you for being in the building. Thank you for being in the building. We talking about beliefs. Haha, 2 arms, 2 legs with no specific style versus 8-armed alien with a perfect style suitable for it. That's right. I'll take that fight. I could lose, but like I said, the information you can get from sparring the 8-armed alien is invaluable in my world. It's the fight world. You learn through losing. That's what makes fighting good. That's why fighting is so humbling, because you learn through losing. You go into the gym and the man smaller than you hand you your ass, teach you a lot about what you think about yourself. Edward Lewis says, the absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. Well, in the courtroom, the absence of evidence gets the case thrown. If you don't identify with the universe, you see everything as other. You separate yourself from everything around you. You just see me and everything else. Facts. Facts. Instead of seeing that your 2 set of eyes is part of a billion eyes on this planet. So who are you? Why should you matter? Sounds like gaslight. Why should you matter? He said, exactly, which is why Spider-Man should learn martial arts to defeat the lizard with 5 limbs, tail included. Edward Lewis, come back. He said the absence of ever, break it down. Everything is one. Yeah. From the one, everything comes. In an infinite, internal universe, nothing has to matter. Boom. Exactly. Exactly. Because all you have to think about, can you remember anything before you were born? What do you remember before you were conceived? Nothingness, right? So guess what you're going back to? Nothingness. And that's the scary part that has everybody up in arms, creating stories to make you feel better about your exit. That nothingness is this big scary thing. But before you were born, you were part of the nothingness. What do you remember? Nothingness. And then you were here. Ah, now he's flipped it. We are nothing so we can be everything. Correct. Correct. That is the power of nothing. See, we forget the power of nothingness. Tai Chi, the art, talks about, one of the arts that talks about nothingness. No, Miss Rose, we are 100% bioelectricity. There's no, souls will not die off, but they return back to the nothingness. And from there, you will be something again. Who knows what that something is? Maybe being human is a repeat project. Maybe you come back. People are used to this world and don't want to leave. That's a fact. That's a fact. It's easy to be used to this world. It's all you know. It's all we know. We haven't seen any other worlds that we've been able to step on. But maybe if Mars or Venus was accessible to us, it'd be something else. Deja vu. Souls do not die off. Reincarnation. They speak in that in the Buddhism. Now, some of it goes kind of far. They say if you live a life as pestering people, you're going to come back as a fly. See, that's where, it starts to slip into the, people making the story sound good. I don't believe in all of that. I don't think that you're going to be judged that heavily. But reincarnation is possible because we know energy, it can't be destroyed. It can only be changed. Nothing on this earth plane leaves alive. Yes, that's a fact. Life is the only game you will not make it out alive. Nothingness is a good concept, but we can use the spiritual world off the material world. The brain is material. Have to bounce. Got to get ready for kids. Catch you next. All right, Derek Molino. Salute. See you on the next one. Religious speculation is childish. See what I'm saying? But it's real. Yeah, well, religious speculation. Yeah, I could say that. But once again, as his name is not jumping into my head. Religion is the opiate for the masses. Religion is the opiate for the masses. And the people before us understood the power of religion. How do you keep people in line? You put an eye in the sky. Bev, maybe that's why people have weird phobias. Correct. Even in choosing the Dalai Lama, he has to pick up toys that the previous Dalai Lama had, meaning he remembers that life. So he has to select things he used before in another reincarnation of the Dalai. So he has to remember. How many times had Tupac come back? That name before. I don't know. That's a good one. That's a good question. The Kung Fu movie Circle of Iron from the 70s shows exactly what you're talking about. How each of us is the all. Yes, correct. We are all part of the oneness. But it's in our mind that causes the separation. That's why we have all these separation. He's black, he's tall, he's short, he's fat, he's skinny, he's rich, he's poor. These are all of the bad side effects that came from the oneness. From us running from the oneness, that we are 6 degrees of separation. We are all connected. But those thoughts are too easy to believe. So those beliefs are too easy. Jake Zatar, I believe you. I'm going to go do that research. The nothingness is not as bad as we think. That's why we've came up with all of these religions. All of these religions is because of the fear of death. That's where most of them come from. Everybody go to heaven, but nobody go and die. All of these Christians Bible thumping. If you put a gun to their head and say, "Ain't you ready to go see your maker?" They'll scream, "Hell no." You love him, but you just ain't ready to go see him, right? Isn't that the thing? You put a gun to most of these Christians' head, Bible thumping hard, and they'll scream, "No, I want to live." How? Your God is waiting for you. He up there. He gonna take care of you. He gonna pull you into his bosoms. But they ain't ready to go. Thus the saying, everybody want heaven, but nobody want dead. That's the facts. Any real religion should take in the fact of death, like Buddhism does, cause and effect. You're going to die. That's why you live hard. You know why you live hard? Because you're going to die. That's right. You're going to die. That's why you live. You take every day. You taking that air breath. You taking that breath. You taking air into your lungs because you still alive. You should be happy. You ain't waiting on nobody. You waiting on yourself to go to ascend. Because death is coming. There's no way you can Bible thump, you can do all of that. He's coming for you. So what you gonna do? You gonna sit around and wait for God while death is coming? You waiting, and how are you waiting? What is your waiting? What does the waiting process look like? Are you out there spreading good word and doing real good things? I think not. Because in this world, you live long enough, you'll be the good guy and the bad guy. There's no morality to that. We all can do some wicked-ish. And then they say you go run the church and say sorry and everything's good. What type of system is that? That's the weakest system in the world, that you can do whatever you want and on Sunday ask for forgiveness and you good. That's right, only the Grim Reaper. He's the one that got everybody Bible thumping and all of this because they know he coming. So if he's the one that we know for sure is coming, see, you can speculate about your Jesus and whoever else is coming, but you know one thing for sure, death is coming. Any day now, any minute now. You know that, right? That ain't a belief that we don't all share. You can have that belief, you can have that, but we all share the belief that death is coming, right? That's Jesus. That's who you're waiting for. They told me, I'm just waiting for Jesus to come. Who you think is coming? The Grim Reaper. He's for sure coming. And while you sitting around waiting, wasting your life, not living, you're going to get snatched. Now, us in the know, we're going to be living big. So when death comes for me, he going to come for me. He going to come get me while I'm living life. No, death is not a bad thing. He's an essential thing. He's an essential thing because our bodies are not meant to last. See, if your bodies were made of adamantium and titanium, we probably wouldn't need death. But death is essential because if you had to live forever, guess what? You'd pray for death. You'd beg for death. If you had to live forever, all of your friends grow old and die, you watch them, and you still here. It's like being in the party after the party's over. They're the DJ that went home, you still stand there dancing in the dark. How silly you gonna look? So death is essential. You need death, and we ain't mad at death, but we understand that he's coming. And since he's coming, you live your life. And you live hard. Edward loses. Yeah, because the Bible has good sayings. The Bible is a book of good sayings of men that done live life. It's a book of good sayings. That's it. from men that have lived life. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. There are men who figured that out. As a spirit, we don't hunger, we don't desire. There's no lack, only love. We are here to learn, feel, growth. Ashton, Price, Lockhart, facts. We are here to live. Smash that like button. We are here to live. Death enables balance. Death enables eternal life. Yes. Death is a process that every mammal on this planet must go through. See? That's universal. What good will it be to you? It will be as though as a man ran from a lion only to be ripped apart by a bear. That's right. A book of good sayings. That's what the Bible is. The Quran too. Another book of good sayings. It's like the 48 laws of power. It's like the 48 laws of power. It's like think rich, grow rich. In the spirit realm. In the spirit realm, I believe it depends on how this realm is, how this realm is made up. I think our mind of a realm, the spirit realm, is that our spiritual people are there, and they can watch over us, and take care of us. That's one. I'm not saying that's everybody's, but that's one. To me, that's the selfish one. Because you want to hold on to your relatives. They're gone. They're on their next mission. But you want them to be here watching over you. See, that's the selfish spiritual realm. The universe is the spiritual realm where you're on to your next thing. I believe in that. I believe, yes, the universe is the spiritual realm. And when you're on to the next thing, you're on to the next thing. Can we call upon these people to help us? See, that's why I think it gets tricky at. But the spiritual realm as a place where souls return, yes. I believe that is the universe. That is the state of nothingness. The spiritual realm is the state of nothingness. And from nothingness comes the somethingness. See, nothingness is important. Edward Lewis said, I've seen the spirit realm. I don't care what anyone thinks. Stand on your square, buddy. He said, I've seen spirits. Okay. I hear you. Nobody, you can stand on whatever information that you've gained. You can stand on that. If you said you've seen God, you've talked to God, there are different realms or dimensions. The scientists are messing with things they don't even Stephen Hawking knowledge. You can stand on your square. If you've seen spirits, you've seen spirits. Who are we to argue and say that you haven't? Science and magic are the same. Correct. Unexplained science could look like magic. If I go back to 1950 with a cell phone, they're going to say I'm doing magic, right? If I was able to jump in the time machine and go back with my iPhone to 1950, they're going to look at me like I'm a wizard, right? But it would just be science, right? But what is the magic? There is a magic to science. There is a magic to numbers. Law of averages is the magic of numbers. The law of averages is the magic of numbers. That we see the lottery. Some of the possibilities of winning the lottery that say you have a better chance of becoming the president than winning the lottery. Yet someone always wins. In 2021, I would ask you where you got that time machine. Edward Lewis said, I've seen evil with my eyes. We all have. Everything is made up of atoms. I would figure we all have. If you live in a life in humans and you ain't seen no evil, then you ain't been looking. There's child sex trades, there's preachers doing doing all types of weird things to the altar boys. If you've seen evil, you've seen good. It's all here. It's what you want to focus on. That's what it comes down to. What are you focusing on? Are you stuck on the evil or are you stuck on the good? Because really, evil and good are two rabbit holes too deep for our brains to understand. If anybody would have seen Malcolm X when he was Detroit Red, you would have never thought he could reach Malcolm X's ascension. So you can't say what's evil or good. The rabbit hole is too deep, way too deep. Your mind is not strong enough to go down that rabbit hole. Yep, evil is alive and well in the form of man and woman. Bang! That's right. They're both too deep to understand. Yeah. Well, we all don't like the abuse. But, you know, you can't get on the bump. See, life is a bumpy ride with moments of smoothness. The reason why most people are depressed and insecure because they've been fed the lie that life is a smooth sailing trip. No, it's not. It's a bumpy ass ride with moments of smoothness. So if you hold on to that smoothness, you're going to think when the bumps hit you, oh God, the world is coming after me. It's God. No, it's life. And life never said it was going to be smooth. Life never said, never told you it was going to be a fair life. Life never told you we were all going to be holding hands, singing Kumbaya together. And it's these fake fantasies that got people falling into deep depressions, insecure with their own lives. And while they doing all of this, guess what? Death is still coming. He's not going to feel sorry for you that you're insecure about yourself or that you didn't get it together. He's going to snatch you. He's going to snatch you mid-process. He ain't going to feel no type of way. He ain't going to feel that way. Life is suffering because suffering is life. Look at, like, we the only mammals that want this crazy life. Look at the animals in you know, out in nature. They are suffering. The deer is running from the lion on a daily basis. At nighttime, the lion sees better than the deer. So not only does the deer have to survive the daytime, he has to survive the nighttime. How do deer survive the nighttime? Through suffering. But it's a suffering they're willing to accept because life is a part of it. Life is a part of it. You're willing to accept the suffering of life because life is grand. And the people that don't, you know what they do? They commit suicide. And guess who are the only mammals that can self-terminate? You don't see the deer getting so stressed he just jumps off a cliff. And look how much the deer has to go through. Look at what the deer has no weapons to fight off the lion. He is almost naturally food. But still, he wakes up every day like, I'm going to beat that lion today. That lion ain't catching me. And if he do chase me, I'm running. I'm dipping on him. Dipping on the lion. The deer will never surrender to the lion until the lion got his jaws wrapped around his neck. And even then, he may give up a little kick and struggle until he dies. We are the only ones willing to lay down like, you know what? My day is not going so good. Let me just die. We are the only fools that can pull that nonsense off. That's right. Animals avoid death at all costs because they know life is worth living. Even through the so-called suffering, it's worth living. The living aspect outweighs the suffering because the suffering is created by who? You. You're the only one that came in with the fake ideals that life was supposed to be a kumbaya party. So now you're suffering. Because you done came into the party and it's not what you thought. Yes. That's where the suffering comes from. Life ain't gave you no suffering. Life is giving you everything. And most people spit at it and spat at life, talking about they waiting for God and all this. Life is giving you the greatest gem you can ever receive. And then you got to multiply that by, not only were you the sperm that beat out all of the other sperms, you were born into the USA. You could have been born in Haiti. That's right. Yeah, suffering is unavoidable. Because why is it suffering? It's a learning process. It's suffering because we are weak. We are weak. He said life is a savage freak, now leave it to beaver. Facts. We are weak. That's where the suffering comes from. Suffering comes from the weakness. Why are you suffering? In the life where you've been given everything. You've been given the power of manifestation. You've been given the power of one of the strongest supercomputers ever made. You got 10 fingers, 10 toes. You can smoke Mary Jane. What's so bad? The badness is you. You create your own suffering. So no, life is a suffering. Life is life. The suffering comes from you believing that life ain't supposed to be life. Life is not fair, y'all. Not in the fairness that we understand. Life is not that fair. Life is here, but life is not fair. It is what it is. If you're looking for the fairness of life, you're going to run to the suffering of life because you're looking for something that don't exist. Puff the Magic Dragon. That's who you looking for. You trying to find Puffy. When the Puff the Magic Dragon right here. Do you know that song Puff the Magic Dragon was about weed? I never knew that. Someone just told me that. That whole thing was about smoking weed. It makes sense. So what you believe, I think people use the word suffer very loosely, being uncomfortable or inconvenience is not suffering. Facts. It's not suffering. People could say, not being able to get into the club, I suffered. I couldn't get in that club. We make up all of these fake sufferings. Being inconvenienced is not suffering. It's suffering because you've been inconvenienced and you believe you should just get it. Like you walk in the store, you see a long line. What's the first thing you do? Like, I have to stand on this long line. But you came at that time. You could have came earlier and beat the line. So who created that suffering? You. That's right, Jake has it. Patience can overcome that. You walk in the store, see a long line, be patient. There goes that suffering. The more we desire, the more facts. There we go. Let's break it down. That's right. Your desire controls your suffering. Because if you desire for gold, but end up with silver, you're going to be mad. You're going to figure you suffered the loss. But you got silver. We create these so-called sufferings. The animals ain't suffering. Do you know we are the only mammals that live in a state of stress? Not the deer, none of that. The hippopotamus, and like I said, they running for their life. But the moment a lion chases a deer and doesn't catch the deer lets it go like that. The deer doesn't walk around all day like, yo, son, these lions out here chasing home. They chasing niggas, man. I can't even put my head down, man. I know as soon as I put my head down, he gonna be on my back. I'm after him. The deer don't think like that. The minute the lion chases him, he evades the lion, he forgets. It's over. That little one moment is gone. On to the next. Life doesn't owe us anything. On to the next. But we can stay in a state of fear. And state of stress, like, yo, son, mad about something that happened to you 10 years ago, something that your mama did to you or your pop did to you. You still holding it 10 years later. We are the only mammals that can do that. You must know this. Oh, Mars Mathematics said the fact that we inhale and exhale shows us we must accept and let things go. Life and death. Wow. Wrong. We giving Mars Mathematics the triangle trade salute. That's the triangle trade salute up here. That's a big salute. That means a lot. Serious salute, people. Serious salute. Because Mars Mathematics Almighty just dropped it. The fact that we inhale and exhale shows us we must accept and let things go. Yes, we must adapt to being comfortable in an uncomfortable life. Ask Christ to let go or be dragged. That's right. That's right. That's right. If you on back of a truck and you fall off and the truck is doing 60, are you gonna hold on to that truck or are you gonna let go and do this and do the stuntman tumble for your life? That's right. That's right. You better do the stuntman tumble. Jake Hazard said, maybe we create all of this fear because they aren't any lions to chase us around. People are still stuck in the prey mindset without the same type of predators. Yeah, that we are disconnected from the natural way. Why you think people get fat? Because you don't have to chase a chicken no more to fry the chicken. You go to the supermarket and buy the chicken. That's why there's so many fat people. I guarantee we go back in time when you had to chase chicken, the fat people died. You know why there wasn't no fat people? Because they died. They couldn't catch the food, so they died. Oh yeah, gaslighting is big. You know why? Because people know they can gain your attention and your side through lies. Because so many people are willing to believe something. Like we're all looking for something to believe in. Chris Garcia. He said, I've seen rocking chickens. Chickens are tenacious. That's right. They run hard. It ain't easy to catch a chicken that's running for his life. Ain't easy to catch a chicken that's running for his life. But gaslighting is called commercials. Like you sitting in your bed and you see a commercial come on. Burger King. Have it your way at Burger King. And then when you drive past Burger King, you want to have it your way. That's a form of gaslighting. That's gaslighting is big money in this world. To make you think you need something you don't need. You don't need McDonald's. You can go buy ground beef and make your own hamburger. But the commercials are gaslighting you to think that they hamburger patty is better because they got some secret sauce. We don't know what's in this secret sauce. They could have been sterilizing black men with this secret sauce for hundreds of years and we wouldn't even know. I say fuck the secret sauce. Go home, make your own secret sauce. Get you a hamburger patty, slap that thing together, get 2 pieces of bread, make your own goddamn secret sauce. Then they can't gaslight you. Then they can't force you to buy a burger for $6. It's some change. When we know for that price that you bought the burger, you could have bought the chopped meat and the bread. We've been tricked. We've been led astray. Ran amok. Hoodwink. That's what I'm saying, Bev. We've been hoodwinked. They all trying to gaslight us because they want to separate us from the mighty dollar. All gaslighting has happened because they want to separate you from your mighty dollar. Because money is energy. They want to separate you from that energy. So they use these tactics, subliminal tactics, which is gaslighting. Or brainwashing. These are all the subliminal tactics they use. That's right. The facts. Stop eating McDonald's for about 2 or 3 months, then go back and eat it and see if you like it. I went back and I had a hamburger and I'm chewing on the hamburger and I swear to God, in my mouth the hamburger turned to glue. I had to chew that shit 100,000 times to get it down. Now, when does a burger need 100,000 chews? LB, it was a rumor. McDonald's picked people off for their secret sauce. That's right. When does it take 100 truths to put down the bread and meat? Because there's something else in there. There has to be. How they, how they, how they, oh, I got caught by the goodness. How they ain't served over 1 billion hamburgers and there ain't that many cows? Ask yourself that question. What's what's the saying? We've served over 1 million hamburgers or 1 billion? Where they getting all these damn cows from? See, after a while, they're gonna have to start. They're gonna have to start genetically making cows. You can't make. How many hamburgers can you make? We're gonna run out of cows. We need cows for steak too. So see, there's a limited supply. Exactly, McDeath. White Castle. Remember White Castle murder burgers. You eat 4 White Castle, you going straight to the bathroom. Your whole stomach is dropping. That's right. Ashton Price said, just remember, marketers and advertisers are paid top dollar to know what you want before you do. That's right. That's right. They growing meat in labs already. Already. Fish farms. Fish is one of our most, useful and quantity foods, big food sources. They now have fish farms. Fish farms. They're making the fish. Blackfoot says, the dancing bear, the increase in technology has given us a microwave mindset. We want everything quick without working for it. People would rather have surgery to lose weight than work out. Bang! And this is why plastic surgeons are making so much money. Women born with a handful of titties want Dolly Parton titties, and flat booties want big booties, and my eye is leaking. Can you fix my leaky eye? And that's why they make so much money off of your insecurities, because they sound this is the picture perfect human. When there is no picture perfect human. Only eat fruits with seeds. Facts. That's right. Them fruits without seeds have been made. Yep. Look up something on Google, then go on IG. Boom. Commercial for what you just looked up. Because they're watching you. If they can't get you to buy the product, they fear you into buying it. Yes. Yeah. That's why we giving our phones to our kids, because we saying, like, at least if you got the phone, you can call when you're in trouble. So now they got everybody with a phone and they listen to all our conversations. Bingo. See, the people, the powers that be, they know all of this. They've already understood this. This is why it's easy for them to flip us, because they already know these things. They know we have been programmed since birth to believe things that are not true. Like a useless face mask. Burley Wise, thank you. Thank you. I like to believe in all of these years I've been hustling on this rock and living my life that I gathered some information. I gathered a little. Yeah, we can wear face masks. We just fighting against nature. The bacteria is real. It's out here. There was the Black Plague. There was all different type in our history. We've battled with pandemics before, and there'll be more, because we're living in the organic environment. So there will be more pandemics. It's the price of being alive and living in the organic world. It's not nothing supernatural happening to us. It's not like life is punishing us because of COVID. No. Life is saying, since you're part of life, deal with this. So people, have beliefs, but stand on the only square you stand on is that you're willing to get rid of your belief or upgrade it. You should be 10 toes down in that. Thank you, Chaxium. He said, I think I'm brain fried. I take that as a compliment from you, brother. I've seen your comments. You're highly intelligent. You're highly intelligent, Mr. Chaxium. So I take that as a compliment that I could brain fry a brain such as yours. Salute the Chaxium. The Most High has made us able to beat disease but not death. Yeah, because you don't want to beat death. You don't want to beat death. There's going to be a lot of backlash for when humans figure out how to defeat the death thing, which I think we never will. You're going to have to go robots. You're going to have to build cyborgs. And then you're going to have robots that can feel like a real human can do. We can try, but we'll never duplicate life the way it should be. We come with all of the groundbreaking things we want to do, but with each groundbreaking thing, we're going to bring about a new effect. Death is a product of living, so life is a product of death. Without death, life means nothing. Without life, death doesn't exist. Boom! That's right. Death can't come for you if you ain't in the living.
Yeah, man. Yeah. What up, homie?
All right.
What up, King?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Salute.
I ain't even see you, but I heard you, though.
Yeah. Salute.
How you doing, King?
Salute.
All right?
Nothing by man's hands are forever. Salute. Because nothing wants forever. Who wants forever? And what is forever? What is forever, ever? Ever, ever? Ever, ever? Who wants forever, ever? I want to change. I want the next level. See, forever, ever is like saying, I want to stay on step 1. I don't want to see what step 10 has to offer. That's forever, ever. Ever, ever. I don't want that. I want step 1, level 2, level 3. Because there's levels to this shit, man. And who want to stay on level 1? But the scary people who's scared to see what level 5 is about. So anybody who wants forever, ever, 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 in cold word, they just saying, I'm going to stay here, son. You keep going. They happy with that. That's like settling. Forever, ever is settling. Ever, ever. And that's your choice. Just like your belief. But a true belief. So I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Life is always moving. You can't hold it still. Every moment has infinite potential. Boom! Facts. And that's the way you're supposed to be thinking. Not this depressive thing. Like, nah, I'm a part of life. So I'm a part of every possibility. Every possibility within life you have access to because you're a part of the life equation. You have access to everything life can give you, and life is sky's the limit. You could be the president 10 years from now. You could, what you could do is infinite, endless, limitless. That's how big your life is. So when you start looking at life through those goggles, you don't get caught up in all of that suffering and scary and I don't want to move and forever, ever, and I'm a settle type of mind state. You don't get caught up in that. Yeah, the dog agrees with me. Yeah, you heard that. Because he connected to the Most High. See? You know why dogs are bark? You know why dogs bark? Because they know the secrets of the universe, but we only hear it as barking. Thank you, LB. Your wisdom has seared my creativity completely for once today. You've rendered me to a backseat audience today. Boom! He found his potential. Yes. And he can't tell us. That's how tricky life is. Dog probably know the mysteries of the universe, and when he opened his mouth to tell us, all we hear is ruff, ruff. That's how tricky life is. Burley, have a good week, homie. Appreciate the live. I appreciate y'all. This live has hit an hour, and that's usually my limit when my brain starts getting fried. So I want to thank everybody who was a part of this live, all of your thoughts, listening to my rants and ravens on the rainy morning. And, you know, I will be back. I will be back. I found a home in this. So as always, hands up, chin down, rumble. Young Man Rumble.